Well, hi, I'm back over at one of my hunting spots. We're gonna check it. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've been up here, and we'll see what it's looking like. We got about 2 weeks till elk season, and we want to see if we're ready to go. So, well, you can see that the grass is starting to dry out. See, the plants are definitely a lot browner than they were last time we were here. This is a log that has been very recently torn up by a bear. You can see how fresh it is by the internal color of the log where it's been pulled apart. It hasn't had a chance to fade or bleach yet. Better keep our heads on a swivel because it's definitely bear area. And I really don't want to come face to face with one unless I have to. I'm deeper into the forest now, and you can see that under the forest canopy the grass is still green. It's about knee high, so there's a lot of good feed here. Here's some fresh mud and some fresh tracks in here. And if you look over this way, you can see this game trail that heads off this way, so definitely some activity in here. So we'll follow this trail a little bit and see where it leads. See, this pond turns into a wallow in the fall. This little inlet comes off the river right here. And so far no activity, so the bulls aren't down here yet. Yeah, in a couple of weeks this thing will just be all torn up and just look like a giant puddle of mud. Not to be confused with the rock bend. When moving around through the forest, you're always looking for fresh bear sign. And this is what you're looking for. Here's some bear scat. It's probably a week old. It's a pretty good pile, which means it's not a small bear. And if you run across something that's steaming, you know you're close by to one of your larger friends. So always keep an eye out for it. So you keep your nose in the wind and keep your head on a swivel. Keep your ears open. This is part of that game trail I was following earlier. And there's another little mud hole. There's a few tracks right there. But then you can see that there's some bear prints. Fairly recent in this mud. Good size too. So I left the area where I was scouting. I didn't see too much in the way of elk sign. Did see quite a bit of bear sign. So I thought I'd move up closer to the mountain and see if the elk were dropping off the mountain and watering closer to the high country. So dropped into this spring, and you can see right here that it's real clear here. See, the water hasn't been disturbed at all, but as we move farther down, you can see quite a bit of difference. Water here is definitely muddy. The grasses have been trampled. Definitely had some use here. So it looks like there's definitely some elk activity in this area here. Here's a piece of wet grass and stuff that was thrown out of the spring. So what's happened is there's been a bull in here that's been throwing his horns around, and he picked up this moss and threw it over here in these trees. So definitely have some bull activity. Here's another wallow over here. You can see this one's definitely torn up as well.